Hey, what's good, everybody? How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing super good. Happy Thursday, wherever you may be. What's up, Cosmosim and Boas? Hope you guys are doing super good. Super ham, good to see you. We are kicking things off immediately, getting back into Kerbal Space Program with where we left off on Monday. Because with Max Serva, our lifter here, we had an anomaly. That's probably the best way to classify it. And what I want to do is, before we do anything, is actually make sure that this is good to go. That is first and foremost our priority, making sure that this lifter works, because we're trying to do our first crew Munar missions. Yeah, we can't have our vehicle failing mid-flight with a 200,000 Kerbuck payload. That would be really not great. I'm doing pretty good, thank you for asking. Yes, indeed. So first things first, what I actually want to do is let's actually go into Switch Editor here. Let's go ahead and get into the SPH, and we're going to save it as is. And what I want to see is, let's actually get the version that's broken that actually had the anomaly. So we'll load that in from the VAB here. So that's our extended fairing version. So you can see it's a 700 part craft here, because our payload itself is like 400 parts, something like that. Very large lifter. There it is. And what I want to really check on here is the upper stage and where it kind of sits in, because it looks like on staging separation something is getting caught here, and I don't know exactly what it is. So what I'm thinking about doing is a couple things. One, we might be hitting the engines here, and so I'm wondering if we can actually move the engines in. Well, it actually doesn't look like the engines can be moved in together so much, but maybe they can be moved in vertically. They don't really have a lot of room to move in this axis, but maybe they can be pushed into the vehicle a little bit, because I think one of two things is happening. Either the RCS monoprop systems that we have here are colliding with the interstage fairing, with the fairing here that makes the interstage on separation. Or it could be the engines, because the engines have a pretty big collider, as you can see, and they might be impacting the interstage fairing itself. Or it even could be these tanks on the outside here might need to be pushed in a little bit as well. Definitely a few things to look at, but one thing at a time, right? What's up, Homing Pigeon? How are you? And Naps, good to see you. Failure is always an option. It's the Kerbal way. Well, we are certainly trying to learn. That is true. Wes coming in with the meme tax. Appreciate it. So I think the first thing we're going to do here is let's actually try. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where. So where is the fairing actually closing around? The fairing is closing there, right at the flag. So I do have that right. But where the flag is, how far do you go until you hit a collider? It's actually pretty far, so I don't think it's the engines. But the RCS is a lot closer, so it could definitely be the RCS. So maybe the first thing we try is moving the RCS in. And then if that doesn't work, then it could certainly be the side tanks here. But I don't know which one's actually closer, if it's the tanks or the monoprop. I think it's the monoprop being a little bit closer than where the tanks are. So yeah, let's move the RCS prop, the RCS systems in by one tick a piece, and then hopefully we'll get a flight and check that off the list. So let's move that in, move it in a little bit. I don't want it to be moved in too much here, preferably, because I kind of like where they are. But moving them in some could certainly help. Yeah, see, the collider box on the RCS are pretty large, which is kind of unfortunate. We'll move those down to something like that. Yeah, and I don't think that has to, because the collider boxes on these are already lower, so. And that should have happened for both of them. Yes, so that looks better. So let's go ahead and get a flight test in here with that single change, and we'll go from there and see. we will go ahead and see from there. The other thing I noticed, chat, that we might be able to do is actually increase the number of Separatrons that we have. Because I don't know if you guys saw, but they almost do nothing with how massive this vehicle is. They almost do absolutely nothing. Hey, what's up, Cobra? How are you? Good evening, Captain Failure. Good to see you as well. So yeah, we could definitely probably double up on this as well, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and do 4 times symmetry here. We'll go ahead and angle them out. Move them up, roughly the same position. They need to be angled out even more. That looks on point. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with these. Ah, that's why. I was like, what the heck am I hitting? Okay, so we'll do the same thing and angle these out. Move them forward. And ideally, they should be the same angle as those, and gizmo them around like that. Something kind of along the lines of that. There we go. So we'll double those up and see. What is that? What is what? How you doing, by the way, Jared? What I just put on there? Just ladders facing backwards so they look like they're a structural piece holding the separator motors. There we go. So now we have all of those working. Cool. Let's go ahead and save that as well. And let's go ahead and rotate it back to vertical. Perfect. Save it. Swap. Coffee. There we go. And let's gizmo this back into position. There we go. Yeah, and let's check on that right there. And let's see if that one change with the monoprop balls is good. The other thing that I'm just now kind of seeing is I wonder if it is... Where are the collider boxes on these? No, I don't think it's actually that. Just for a second, I was thinking maybe the engine bells are colliding with them, but I don't think so. Not unless something bad is going on, like the vehicle's twisting and whatnot, so. But anyways, that's something to definitely keep an eye on. We might remove these and see what happens if the problem persists. So let's go ahead and save it. And let's go ahead and launch it. Let's also go ahead and lock this for this version. Okay. And we'll get our handy dandy VS Code out and prepare for launch. Is RCS more effective away from your center of mass? Yes. Yes. The farther away it is from the center of mass, the more torque it provides, right? Because you basically want momentum, you want torque on your vehicle in order to provide that rotational control. So the farther away it is, the more torque you get for less thrust, right? For less force. Alrighty then. Let us roll with that. Jeb is at the bottom here, so he should be fine. But let's hit the play button and see what happens. So yeah, we gotta go all the way through main engine cutoff and second stage separation because we need to see how the vehicle performs, because the last couple times it's done this, it has gotten caught in the interstage and the vehicle basically, like, it could potentially get into orbit from there, but it basically starts tumbling, and so it would take a lot of effort to bring it back into alignment, so not ideal really. Yeah, with how big of a vehicle this is, I actually might want the controllability on the skippers to be 100%. Let me actually make that change next time we're in, because the fairings give off a lot of aerodynamic forces like body lift and drag and stuff. So like if we look at it here, oops, wrong one. If we look at it here, you see how the fairings are already providing body lift. It's not great. Got a little bit of a side slip there, but it looks like it's doing okay. To use the stream? What stream? The telemetry streams? Yeah, we set up telemetry streams. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, we do that. As far as I know. I mean, I set it up. Now, yeah, see? Telim.velocity. Yeah, that's a telemetry stream. Now for async, yeah, we could definitely start looking at being able to do threading and stuff. I was thinking about doing that, or I was also thinking about, you know, I work on a daily basis with Rust, so we could actually implement certain things in Rust to make them faster, things that are basically just the calculation part, and have Python call the rest, which would be a lot faster too. All right, let's get that back on track here. Looking okay. We're at about a degree off here. That's fine though. Remember, the main thing that we're looking for is main engine cutoff and stage separation performance. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Coming up on it here. Miko? Oh, there we go, chat. Ooh. That was pretty solid. Last fairing part is now moving along. There we go. That was actually really clean. That was much better. What game is this? This is Kerbal Space Program, or KSP for short. Kerbal Space Program. This is the first game. Is it just me or is stream lagging? Ah, the stream is lagging. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Definitely a stream hiccup there. Yeah, we're back. Good. That was weird. Just completely, OBS just completely disconnected. But we're good now. Yeah, welcome back. Appreciate it. So I don't know if it stopped before Miko, but we got a very clean staging separation, which I'm pretty happy about. Yep, and we're trying to stay at around 100 kilometers altitude here. What are these set to? Oh, 100%. Yeah, we don't need that to be 100% at all. Pretty good, though. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Like, honestly, not that bad. All right, well, let's see what kind of delta V we get in orbit. We should have, ideally, at least 400 meters per second of delta V remaining, but it looks like we'll be beyond that. Yep, all that's fine. Okay, well, hopefully that fixed it. I might have to make that same change to our other vehicles as well. I wish I understood why it's doing this. Like, the oscillation's not so much, but why we are tilted? It should be at 0 roll, at least I would think it is, but... I did know. I do want to get into that as well, Homing Pigeon. One step at a time, though. Right now, I just find it easier to print things out to the command, to the console. But yeah, I do want to do that so we can actually see, like, velocity vectors, see this information, but, like, on the craft as well. Or actually be able to have, like, an abort button on screen that you can click to have things happen. There's definitely a lot of things that I want to do using KRPC. But we're going to have to dedicate a good amount of streaming to it. It adds, removes science and experiments, then transfers and handles warp. That's awesome. Do you have a GitHub? I'd love to check out the code sometime. If you're open to sharing it, of course. Yeah, because I haven't really looked at doing the UI stuff, but I know that you can and would certainly want to. Hey, look at that, chat. And we have almost 500 meters per second of delta V remaining with a 32 metric ton payload, which I'm pretty happy about. That should mean that we can get at least 40 metric tons into low Kerbin orbit, right? And it looks like we can get at least 20 metric tons to trans-Munar injection, which is pretty solid. Yeah, by all means. Yeah, in Discord, absolutely. Or something like that. Absolutely. There we go. Does it also allow you, Homing Pigeon, have you tested this? Does it allow you in the UI package to provide inputs? Because one of the things I've been toying around with in my mind was I was originally just going to do it here, is print out and like wait for an input. But I would really love to, like, once we get into like automated landings and whatnot on like the moon surface or whatever, or in anything, there's a bunch of different use cases. Even orbit maneuvers, being able to input on the fly like dynamic updates to your trajectory and be like saying, oh, okay, our new target orbit is this, or, you know, perform this maneuver, and actually have like a you know, command console saying like, do this maneuver at this time. Oh, I got you. I'm gonna bring that up. It is up. Sweet, I'll check that out. Check that out after the stream. Thanks, Joe. I'm glad you like it. What does hardcore mode do? So you can check out hardcore mode. It's really just a set of rules that I play Kerbal Space Program with. Pretty much it's like rule. Why is the bot not working? Oh, there it goes. Charles, thank you, my friend. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Pretty much hardcore mode means that I play with a set of rules, and those rules can be found on my website there, doing !hardcore. And really they're rules for when I can time warp and when I cannot time warp, when I can like recover vessels versus not just being able to recover vessels. I basically have a rule that says I have to build pads for all my launch vehicles, you know, things like that, like things to make the game a little bit more challenging and hopefully entertaining for you guys. I don't have KSP. Hey, no worries. Live vicariously through me, right? I'm just glad you enjoyed the content. I hope you do anyways. Does it let you see the code? Did I make the repo public? I can, yes. Boop. Yeah, I got you. Tis online. Yeah, good. Okay, so we're gonna revert because that was just a test, and now we need to make that same change, but to hopefully all my other vehicles, so that doesn't happen in the future. So it looks like potentially we're gonna have to, of course, test this over multiple flights and just rage that doesn't actually happen again. But the reason why we made that change, and the change was taking these monoprop clusters here and moving them inward towards the vehicle, towards the center of the vehicle by one absolute, basically by one tick. Just move them this way a little bit, because I think they were colliding on separation with the fairing interstage with this guy right here, and it was basically having the entire second stage get caught and unable to separate. So I'm hopeful that making that change did in fact fix that issue, because we didn't see it that time during that launch. But of course, as we all know with Kerbal Space Program, every launch is a new launch. So it could very well rear its ugly head again in the near future, but hopefully that is a fix. We'll see. Can you build exactly a 1-ton rocket? Probably. Like a 1 ton to orbits? I mean, yeah, I suppose. You definitely have to do a lot of math and thinking to make sure it's exactly like 1 ton. It's definitely a little bit hard, right? Because you have to have certain knowledge that the game doesn't readily provide you, but we could do it over a long time and like test it and stuff like that. And because the big thing, of course, right, is understanding your trajectory and getting your trajectory right. Because depending on your trajectory, if your trajectory is bad, you're not going to be able to get 1 metric ton into orbit. And if your trajectory is like super optimized, perfect, you might get more than 1 ton, right? So you kind of have to standardize your trajectory. You have to understand like the drag, for example, on your vehicle and things like that. So, but could I? Yeah, I could, but it's definitely harder than it sounds, you know? I guess I'll say that. To get exactly 1 ton into orbit. All right, let's I want to move this in another tick so I can actually grab this monoprop ball and then move that in a tick, and then now we can go with this and move that back out a tick. And in fact, I don't think it was a full tick that I wanted to move it out, right? Something like that. It was something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's actually go ahead and save it and bring out our other version that we just quote unquote fixed and make sure. Can I play Spaceflight Simulator? You know, that is a game I want to check out. Unfortunately, since I don't stream full time, Charles, the games that I can play, you know, it's tough. I don't have a lot of games in my circulation right now. It's mainly just KSP right now until because I'm having a lot of fun with the game right now. But Spaceflight Simulator looks pretty awesome. I would like to check that out one day. Right now I'm trying to mess with play speeds on cow controllers to change the ascent based on the payload size. That's pretty good, yeah. I did something similar with our Soyuz rocket. Yeah, that seems actually pretty good where it is. Like if I load up the Soyuz vehicle that we have, let's go to, I think it was in Innovations. We made a cow controller. Basically, we made a cow controller to tune when separation should occur based on throttle. So the throttle setting basically changed the play speed on the cow controller, but the cow, the actual thing on the cow, triggered different events during the ascent profile. So it's not, I think, exactly like what you were saying, but let's see. I think we called it the Soyuz like cargo. Yeah, Soyuz cargo 2B. To be or not to be? I appreciate that, Charles. We're trying. We're out here. But yeah, see, here's our Soyuz cargo vehicle. I think it came out pretty slick. This was a really old build. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have a cow controller somewhere here. The cow controller does exist, but where is the question? If this is the right version. It was from oh, there it is. So yeah, we have cow controller here, and if we open the editor, The cow controller basically set like when certain things should separate, or when like ignition should occur, and when the outboard boosters should separate and all that sort of stuff. So that was pretty sick. And then if you go into like the actual cow controller itself, cow controller, we had or actually I think it was set to throttle, right? To main throttle. Yeah, play speed on the cow controller. You have Spaceflight Simulator on my phone. It's very fun, nice, but it can have much more stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely a real life space sim for sure. Yeah, Spaceflight Simulator, though I haven't played it, I've definitely seen it played, and it is very thorough. Of course, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the content. I've got the payload mass input as play position on one cow. Oh, that's interesting. Which changes the play speed for all other controllers. That's interesting. Now I see things I can work on, Gur. Yeah, my bad. That's my fault. But have fun with it, homing, right? Have fun with it, of course. Let's see. So let's go back. We have that. Now it's this one that needs to be fixed. Again, we're just trying to move those monoprop clusters in a little bit to hopefully avoid any collisions that might occur. This one's actually seems shorter, does it not, chat? But anyways, let's see. I really need the fairing to open up. Is this the right fairing? Oh, that's right. Thank you, brain, for reminding me that that needs to go up to 100, and these should go down to, oh dear. Nope. Don't want to change that. That was the wrong move, Rocket Guy. Absolutely not. Try again, please. Okay. Oh dear, did it? Okay, no, we're good. But it kept the fairing? How odd is that, chat? It kept the fairing expansion. Did I save it after I clicked that? Interesting. So control, bring that up to 100%. And then for these, bring that down to say 45, maybe even 40% for the gimbal. And now for the monoprop. Like that. There we go, something like that, hopefully. All right, now I'm sorry, chat, but we gotta load all the other ones again, because I gotta make that same change to the others regarding the gimbal authority. Gotta make that work. I'm doing pretty good, Smoke. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? Control, that should be up to 100. Control, this should be down to say 40%. All right, save it. And last but not least, our CEV, our crew exploration vehicle. Load, you can do it. You're just okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you going to watch Polaris Dawn mission? I most certainly am. Monday, right? Most certainly do plan on covering that. Even though it's at, well, it's at 3 a.m. Eastern, so technically that's only 1 a.m. for me. Gimbal authority in a cow could be interesting. Yeah. Am I out of coffee? I am not out of coffee, but it's cold, chat. Oh well, now I'm out of coffee. Okay, so that all seems good, chat. So what we're going to do today, we have a couple things to do. One, I want to get our station going, because per our rules, chat, we have a time warp rule set. In particular, if there is a launch failure, which our last mission was definitely a launch failure, we have to, the vehicle cannot launch again for 30 in-game days to account for an investigation that has to occur as to why that anomaly actually occurred and why the mission failed. So in order to do that, just so we don't have to, time warp, we can actually do a mission in between. We are going to send up a crew, our first crew to our station in low Kerbin orbit, wherever that may be. It's probably this one, question mark? 111. Yeah, I think it's this one. Oh, I was thinking it was Monday morning. Here, let's check it out. I want nextspaceflight.com/launches. Tuesday morning, okay. Did they recently update it? Because I definitely thought it was Monday at 3:30 a.m. Oh, it's 1:30. Oh, well, yeah. So 3:38 a.m. Eastern time, Tuesday. Okay. I thought it was Monday, but yeah. Okay, cool. So Tuesday it is. Oh, it did get moved. Okay, cool. Very good. Very good. Can't wait for that, chat. That's gonna be nice. That Vulcan certification flight number 2. Yeah. It's gonna be good, chat. It's gonna be good. So yeah, this is the guy. In fact, do we have a control point on here? We do, somewhere. Where is said control point? Because I would like to go ahead and rename this craft so we can, Now that is interest. Oh, there it is. Cool. So parts, configure vessel naming. This is going to be a station. And this is going to be Capstone Station. That should be with a K. Kudos to anyone who comes up with a good, viable meaning of the acronym for Capstone with a K for this station. That'd be pretty sick. But yeah, this is the station that we're going to be using. So we're going to send up a shuttle up here with our first crew members and do a quick crew rotation and go from there, chat. Because I do want to do this. I do want to have this up here on station. So that way Kerbals on our CEV can come up here and do their first certification flight of the CEV. So we'll do that. All right, let's go back down to it. Coffee with coffee creamer. Yeah, I used to drink a lot of coffee with coffee creamer, but then I started drinking coffee black, trying to avoid all the creamer. But still do it occasionally. Definitely used it this time. It was pretty good. Do we have any updates about Starship Flight 5? Not that I know of. Should still be in like mid-September, but haven't heard anything in specific. The file SR72 that is the base directory of my KRPC repo is your craft from KSP2. I thought so much of it to stash in there more than a year ago. Yeah, exactly, Homing Pigeon. That's rough. I'm glad you like the SR72. So you're confused. Gotcha. Yep. Do we have any updates about Starship? Yeah, no, unfortunately, no. Not that I've heard. Okay. So vehicle assembly building. This is going to be a Minerva mission, which should be pretty slick. So this is our flight log. Let's bring it down here. This is going to be a complete failure from this mission perspective. Well, we don't need to call it complete failure. We'll just call it a failure, chat, right? Second stage separation anomaly led to premature payload separation and loss of both vehicles. Recommendations: move RCS clusters at bottom of second stage inward towards center line of second stage to avoid fairing collision. Update after testing recommendation. Second stage separation anomaly. It seems to have been fixed. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to do Minerva 18. That's what we're going to be doing, chat. Minerva 18. And this should also be another crew flight. Crew flight. Crew flight. Which crew is it? KRV-4. KRV-4. Okay. We'll check that here in a second, but it's probably going to be on day 400. It was 98, so let's do 410. Minerva 1. Operational. This is going to be the crew return vehicle, also known as KRV-2. Yep. Let me actually check on that. Make sure our flight log is updated. So it should be 9 metric tons. Okay. Oh yeah, this was also a flight test. Here we go. This is gonna be this is gonna be the first operational KRV mission. Heck yes, chat. That's gonna be operational. That looks good. Crew return vehicle. It's gonna be roughly 9 metric tons. Crew, we will in fact have crew on board, but let's go ahead and bring this up here. You haven't? Gotcha. I haven't installed KRPC in a while. Is it just good to go from CCAN now for 12.5? You know, I don't know. I think yes, Homing Pigeon, but I haven't tried it. Because I think I'm still technically on version 12.3 of KSP. I haven't updated to the last version for whatever reasons. And I think last time I had to do KRPC, I had to go back in and manually change parts of the code to make it work, since it was still working off of like old definitions of a package or something, but got it working. But yeah, I haven't tried it for the 12.5 yet, but I've heard that it's been fixed. I've heard that I think it should just be good to go. All right, there we go, chat. Sweet. Make sure we check our staging. Yep, very nice. That should be good. It's going to be 98,000. There we go. To rendezvous with Capstone Station. Kerbal automatic storage tank of orbital non-emergencies. I feel like you have all the right words, but I'm not digging it, Blue. I'm not digging it. I feel like it's forced. A little forced there. It's a station for, you know, science, and it's basically the ISS, right? Is what Capstone Station will become. As part of Expedition 1. Maintain crew on board Capstone for at least 100, for at most 100 Kerbin days. I have a hack version that worked, but I just checked. It is fixed by the original author in CCAN, so it might be good. I would say go for it, yeah. I would say go for it. Let's go ahead and update that. All right, guess what, chat? We have our first expedition. Capstone Expedition 1. This is going to be on 8/21/2024. Crew Arrival to station. Crew departure from station. I want to make sure we get all of those milestones in. Expedition end date. Launch vehicle was originally Minerva 1 MI 18. Wasn't it MI 18? Yeah. Okay. Seems good. Okay, we'll get all that here sorted. Perfect. Oh, you thought it was a Cygnus vehicle. Gotcha. Nope, it is the first node of a much larger planned station. Okay, well, that seems good. Let's go ahead and select our crew, chat. Selecting crew. Jeb, you do not get to go. So we are gonna send Dr. Longballs Kerman in the command pod. We're also going to send, let's see, Dan Free, Mayor, Predominant, Thomas, Warlock. Send Warlock as a flight engineer, and then we need a scientist. Misadventures or Make One B? Send Make One B, because Misadventure already has a star. So there we go. We will have the noob Make One B. The noob Make One B will be launching here. Redeem drink. Well, the coffee's gone, so we're back to water. Hydration, chat, important. There he is. What's up, Make? All right, so we have our crew. I think 3 is good. So we're gonna have Commander Longballs Kerman. We're gonna have Flight Engineer Warlock Kerman. And then we're going to have Mission Specialist Make One B Kerman. Perfect. There we go. Looking good. Looking solid, chat. That is good to go. Let's go ahead and control copy and paste. All right, let's get it out on the pad. Seems fine. Let's go ahead and load up the correct flight software. Cool. Yep, that should be good to go. Pretty happy with that. Let's see what trouble we can get into, shall we? So we're going to be launching this on day 410. So they're going to stay up in the capsule, just doing their pre-check flight, you know, their pre-flight checklist, chat, for 10 days. Or sorry, for 12 days. Totally fine. It's only 2 Kerbin weeks. It should be okay, chat. They're professionals. You saw the supermoon? Heck yeah, Andy. Nice. Yeah, it was, it is near, or I think supermoon was technically last night, but yeah. Not bad. All right, so 410 at 0:17. We'll be technically launching on 19:00. That will be our expedition start. Crew arrival to station will be next. And all that looks fine. And we'll just go ahead and put this here as well. Okay. Stand by, chat. T-minus 1 minute to launch. Man, this thing is so tiny in comparison to our other lifter, and it looks even smaller without the crew ingress. You know what I should really do, chat, and what we really actually do need to do is we should totally make a tower structure for this, for Kerbals, to be able to ingress into here. We need to do that. We don't have a way for them to do that. That's gonna have to happen. Yep. Okay. It shouldn't be that bad, that difficult. But I do want to make that happen, actually. Okay, anyways, T-minus 20 seconds, chat. Vehicles on startup. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, single engine start. Outboard engine start. And we have liftoff of Capstone Expedition 1. Vehicles clear the tower in his Go for Roll program. Vehicle has a good roll and should be starting his pitch over maneuver. There it goes. Perfect. All right, vehicles away. Vehicle is looking good. Should be throttling down in preparation for max Q here. Actually, you know what? This vehicle actually has a pretty high like max Q tolerance, so we actually might not throttle down. Yeah, we've actually technically already entered the max Q throttle, and there it goes. So we only went down to like 90% throttle. Not bad. And we're coming back up slowly to 100% rated power of thrust. And we're already out of max Q, just like that, chat. Vehicle's now supersonic. 10 kilometers altitude. Vehicle's continuing to pitch down range. When people, yeah, really? We're the most happy people. Of course, of course. All right, looking good, chat. Looking good. Vehicle is throttling down to maintain G load. Maintaining 3 Gs of acceleration on the Kerbals. And we're coming up on Miko. And we have Miko. And good second stage ignition. And good interstage deploy. Perfect. All right, pretty happy with that, actually. Vehicle went high, so we're now pitching it down to bring our apoapsis within 80 kilometers. Okay, and we're maintaining. Good. Good. Yep, pretty happy with this so far. All right, so yeah, we're trying to maintain roughly 80 kilometers altitude. Looking good. Moon's looking good in the background, just the various silhouette of it. Looking a little ominous here on this mission. On our first expedition to Capstone Station. Coming up even closer, very close here to orbital velocity. Looking good. Been playing iRacing, nice. That game looks fun. And you have your racing setup, or are you looking to get your racing setup? And shut down. 101 by 79, not bad. Assy looking space bike? Heck yeah. All right, pretty happy with that. We are gonna have to do an ohms maneuver. An ohms 1 burn. There we go. Set as our target. So we are gonna have to go into a higher orbit than 110 by 110. So let's go ahead and do our first burn here. Bringing our apoapsis up to probably like 130, just to give it plenty of time to for the station to rotate underneath us. Maybe, sure. I get the sentiment that you're going with there. All right, so let's bring our apoapsis up to. We'll finish it off with a little RCS control. All right, from there, we will separate and send this home. Turbos are looking good. Okay. Nice. I like it. Okay. Now, which action group unlocks all the RCS? I think it's 2, right? Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Does something happen again? Seriously? What is going on with the interwebs tonight? That should totally not be happening. I thought we fixed that issue. Oh, sorry about that. Indeed, we did drop out. Huh. Well, isn't that a bummer, chat? Don't know what's going on tonight. But anyways, let's continue on here, I guess. Okay, so we're in orbit. We need to bring our periapsis up to 110 to have an intersect with the station. And then ideally we should be good, but we're going to warp all the way around here and make that happen. You blame the ULA sniper. That's not a bad, yeah, it's not a bad thought. Not a bad thought. I'm just glad. I don't think YouTube has dropped, which I don't know why. I think YouTube buffers longer than Twitch, right? Or something like that. Okay, looking good, looking good. So we're gonna do 1 prograde burn here just to bring our periapsis up to roughly 110 is the goal. Dogs make Kerbal a better place. Diggity dog. All right, let's go ahead. So we are just past Apo. Let's go ahead and bring our periapsis up. Yeah, let's not do that, actually. You know what? I'm gonna F5 in case it does something weird, because I've had KSP do that before and it still undocks us, which is really weird. So I'm gonna F5 just to see if that breaks. Okay, it didn't. Good. There we go. We have the first operational burn coming from our shuttle. And we're looking good. Trying to bring that up to, yep, 115 should be fine. Because see, now what we can do, chat, is since the station is behind us, we can see just by coasting here how long it's going to take the station to basically catch up. Because we're in a higher orbit, so the station should be going at a higher orbital velocity than us, so it should start catching up to us every orbit that we go around here. And we'll see it shift. So I might even be able to pick us up and go even further just to make that happen a little bit faster. We should see it shift on this go around. Yep, there it goes. So at that point, it looks like it would take like at least 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 different orbits. So what we can do here is at periapsis, add a maneuver here, and we'll just drag this until that gets closer, maybe closer within like 2 orbits or so, something like that. So it'll get here in the first orbit and then there on the second orbit, roughly speaking. Ideally, anyways, that'd be the best course of action, so we don't have to wait so many orbits for it to catch up to us. Boom, boom, boom. All right, quick maneuver, 47-second burn coming up in about 6 minutes. We should have plenty of resources. Electrical charge is our primary resource that we don't have a lot of, but should be okay. Okay. Six seconds. Okay, so hopefully this will allow us to catch up to the station within a couple of orbits here. Be really, really slick. Okay, just 10 seconds to go. And shut down. There we go. Now what we should be able to do is now rotate around, and it'll just take 1 orbit, or sorry, 2 orbits for the station to catch up to us here. Because as we go further away from Kerbin here at a higher apoapsis, we slow down in terms of our orbital velocity, but the station being lower is going faster. And see, that's what it's going to look like there. So we should just be able to do another very, very minor correction burn, if you will, that will allow us to basically get to the station on this last go around here. Minor correction burn needed, no big deal. And with that, we'll be within 5 kilometers of the station. Cool, not too bad. And the 5 kilometers difference is that our periapsis is 5 kilometers higher. So let's go ahead and look to even gain that closer. So yeah, let's actually time warp up to apoapsis. Okay. So if I bring that in, So 104. Not bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and target that, and then basically once we get down here, we can start doing maneuvers to get really close to the station. So I'm going to switch this over to target now. Time warp here. So switching to target, that now gives us our relative velocity, relative to the station here that we want to rendezvous with. And so now that should mean that whatever orbital maneuvers we do is all going to be relative to the station. So if we actually wanted to point towards the station, we need to aim this retrograde velocity vector over the top of the retrograde target position. And so if we burn this, we should be able to see our intersect point not only slow down, but also get closer. In fact, it most certainly is. We're within 5 kilometers now. Slowing down within 100 meters per second. We're within 4 kilometers now. 3.8. And it looks like that's about as close as I'm going to get with that set of maneuver there. So now we can coast to kind of see which way the velocity vector is actually going to move. So it's going to be shifting that way. Okay. Pretty good. So let's go ahead and rotate this direction now. And so me burning this way is actually pushing this retrograde vector over the top of the pink target position. So by doing this, you'll see that we're basically pushing it closer and closer to the vehicle's target. And so that means that we're actually closing the intersect. We're closing the gap that we're going to be at this closest position. And also slowing down, so we're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. All right, now we're going to be within 2.68 kilometers. Moving at 39 meters per second relative. And we'll actually just stick right here. Seems pretty good. And let's continue to slow down. There we go. We're about to be within 2 kilometers. That'll be render range. About to be within... Oh, that was too far. That's okay. We'll actually now be within 100 meters at this location here. Not bad. That I can live with, chat. 100 meters, pretty solid. Okay, so where's the station? There it is, coming up fast. Looking pretty good. Eleven meters per second, closing. We're gonna be within 2 meters, chat, is what that says. Distance at intersect, 2.4 meters. Awesome. So we're quite literally heading almost straight for it. So yeah, let's go ahead and start slowing down, yeah? So we don't impact the station, ideally. Just saying. There we go. Now let's get into a locked position because I find it a lot easier to start your maneuvers when you're actually locked on the axis of the space shuttle. And let's just go ahead and tune this trajectory from here on out. I do want to dock to the other side of the vehicle. So we'll come over the top of it here and start a roll. There we go. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and keep rotating here while we line ourselves up. Okay, should be pretty much there. And we have successful dock. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to not do that, please. What is going on? On power loss locked, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was weird. For whatever reason, on the dock, it totally went loosey-goosey, but we're good now. All right, how about that, chat? We have our first successful dock at 410, 329. 410, 329. I'd say that was a pretty successful flight. Got our first Kerbals up on station for a long duration mission. They're going to be coming home now on year 2. How many days in a Kerbal year? 426, is that right? So that's going to be another basically 20. We'll just call it 20 from here, and then from there, so around 70. Around day 73 of year 2. Should be the expected end date of this expedition. Sorry, 73. That should be correct. Not too bad, chat. That should be their expected end date. Oh, I should say that this is their expected departure date, rather. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. They have over 400 days in a year? They do. Let me confirm that. I mean, I know they do, but I don't know how many they actually have. Kerbin. Solar day. Year. 426. Yeah, 426 days, 32 minutes is a sidereal orbit period. 426 days. That's a year. That's a year right there. Yep. Okay. Looking good. Ooh, that looks clean, chat. That looks clean. Navigation lights. Navigation lights. I like it. Okay. Well, successful first mission, chat, if I do say so. Return crew after at most 100 days in orbit. Onboard capstone. Actually, you know what? No. This should be deliver. There we go. That way we can call this a complete success, because the launch was a complete success. All right. Well, that gets us halfway through our required time period to do our time warp. So I guess at that point, let's go ahead and do that again, but with our CEV. How's your game running so smoothly? I mean, I have a pretty good computer. I think I have like a 2070 and I don't even know what processor, but it's not an old processor. The computer's only 2 years old, I think, so it's pretty good for handling KSP. I like to think so, anyways. All right, so the next thing that we want to do, chat, is we want to launch the CEV up there, but after we make some improvements to the CEV. So let's go ahead and load up the CEV on its launch vehicle. There we go. And the improvements that we need to make is, one, install a common docking port so that we can actually dock to that station. And then second is adding RCS, because it needs RCS on the actual capsule. Right now we don't have that. This one is not going to have crew on board because this is going to be the first flight test, automated flight test of the CEV. Actual first. Well, I mean, technically it's been into deep space, but I think this will be our second flight test of it. Uncrew. No crew, rather. All right. Good. So this is what we have. Save it. Yeah, so it's going to need some RCS. Something simple, honestly. Doesn't really need to be too much of anything. Okay. How do I want to do this, actually? I know exactly how I want to do it. We're going to do it Starliner style, chat. Yeah, you know the vehicle that's been having all of its problems with its RCS ports? Yep, that's what we're going to emulate here. So these are going to be our dog houses. Oh wait, what? No, what? Oh dear. Oh no, oh no. Don't save. Oh, you know what we could actually do too, chat? We can actually put them in the nose as well, like dragon. Couple options, actually. I like that. We have some options. So we could put the rotation ones here. Yeah. Let's do that, actually. I hate that that's going to be the direction. Okay, so we just need it to be in radial then. So can we make like tiny dog houses? Or is it not going to work? Okay. That seems good. And this little guy. Okay, something like that. So what do I need? I think I only need that, right? Yeah. Or what would be great is if we could have 3. Yes. Like that. I don't think that's going to be in the right mode that I want, though. Yeah, it's going to stick out too far, isn't it? That doesn't look horrible. That doesn't look necessarily horrible. Okay. And then a couple monoprop balls in the nose. Yep. Hopefully that won't count as being occluded in the fairing. It probably will, though. Just saying. Oh, chat, how do we want to do this, huh? Maybe that's good. Just looking here. Just looking. Okay, baby. That should do it, Chad, I think. Save it. Yep, I think that should do it. Okay. Switch to the editor. Okay. So now let's actually go out real quick because I do want to time warp to our launch date and also get our flight set up and ready to go. Okay. So this will be launching. So we had 30 days to go between this one that had the failure. So that was on day 386. Yeah. So day 386. That should be 416. So 6 more days. 1 more week that we have to time warp here. Hey, and Joe giving a subscription on YouTube. What's up, dude? All right, that should be pretty good. So that's gonna be this is gonna be the third flight of Max Irva, flight test 3. Yeah, should have known that. To be launching on the 21st, launching on day 416. This will be CEV 0 again. Is that correct? 10.582. That should all be fine. Cool. And it is coming up on that past that first hour, chat. So if you guys do not know, I do run manual ads on Twitch during downtime, so that way you guys don't miss anything, and we also get rid of all of the pre-roll ads and mid-roll ads that Twitch likes to inject into streams. So I'm going to run a quick ad break that should turn those off for at least an hour, but don't worry, we're just going to get things set up for the launch. You're not going to miss anything, and we'll see you guys back here soon enough. Cool. So that should be running. Now let's do our pre-flight check here. Make sure that's good, that's off. That looks fine. We did do the fix on the second stage, so hopefully that'll be okay. That all looks good. Protective fairing cover. Okay. Yep, I think that's all good. We have our RCS. Okay. Let's go ahead and save it. Let's make sure no crew members are on there, because they should definitely not be on there. And we did add a antenna to this vehicle, did we not? Sure as heck hope we did. Yes, we did. It's right there. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and save it again. Make sure we're good. No crew members again. Awesome. And this is going up to Capstone Station as well. We're going to load it in. We're going to make sure we have the correct flight software up. And this is actually going to go to 100 kilometers altitude. Ideally. Let's also wait till daylight. Oh yeah, sorry, we need to actually time warp. Wait, did I not save this to be locked into position? Guess not. There we go. There we go. Cool. Ah, gosh dang it, chat. Let me revert. I gotta change that. I gotta change it, otherwise it's gonna bug me. I think otherwise we should be good to go. We need to set this up. Oh yeah, we also need to get launch cost, right? Make sure that that's correct. Desire successfully rendezvous with capstone station. Keep CEV 0 on board capstone for at least 6 days. That's one Kerbal week. Land CEV 0 back at KSC proper. Cool. 173 with the added monoprop. 021. Oh, chat. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I did this because we got to bring it back. The capsule, I don't think actually has any monoprop. Oh, well, you know what? That was easy enough. So I think we're just going to do that. I think we're just going to give the capsule monoprop. There we go. Perfect. So that should add probably a metric ton. We'll call it 11.58 now. So that should be good, chat. That should be good. Save again. Save again. All right. There we go. And we're going to launch it. What could possibly go wrong? All right, welcome back from Twitch. I should be back now. Great. All right. Let's see what trouble we can get into. How in the heck? I swear that should we did lock that, didn't we? Did we not? Like yeah, I know that we did. Whatever reason though, it's not locking. Okay, well, whatever. We can do it manually like that. Now let's go ahead and time warp. We need to go to day 416. Day 415. There we go. And then let's go to daylight. And then we'll get our launch window set. Okay. Good. Good. Vehicle looks set and ready to roll, chat. Let's make sure everything is good here. We're going to 100-kilometer altitude. That should all be fine. Okay. Okay. Gotta update this here, I'm pretty sure. Nope, we already got it. Good. Make sure that this is set here. It is good. Let me just make sure we have everything. Pretty sure we do. Yep, okay. All right, chat. Well, this one will be launching here on day 416 at 4:36. All systems are looking good. Stand by for a switch to internal power and auto sequence start. T-1. All right. Well, we'll see how this flight goes. This is going to be our first, or rather, I should say, our second uncrew flight test for the crew exploration vehicle, the capsule that we have here on the top. It's kind of like our version of Orion, the Orion capsule that NASA uses right now for Artemis. Kind of our Kerbalized version of that. Okay. Good, good, good. Minus 30 seconds. This is Max Serva CEV. We are go for launch. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Main engine start. It's thinking. Vehicle's rolling. Looking pretty good, chat. Vehicle is rolling to a proper flight azimuth and pitching down range. All right, sweet. There we go. Vehicle's throttling down and in the throttle bucket. Okay, next event is going to be MECO. We'll have separation of the second stage with the ullage motors, the separatrons. At which point the second stage ignition will occur, and then we should be able to jettison the tower shortly after. Vehicle's throttling back up to 100% rated power of thrust. And we are now at max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. Drink your water, you got it. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Much love to you. Not too bad, not too bad. Coming up on MECO. All right, we have great staging velocity here, going super fast. We're going to be almost orbital. Throttling down to maintain 3 Gs. And there we go. MECO, stage separation. Ooh, very clean stage separation, chat. And we have tower jettison. Finally. I had to hang on there for a second, but we're good. Nice. Capsule's looking clean. You know what I should do? I should rotate that. Make a couple notes. So notes, turn off lights used for fashion in service module. Rotate CEV from engine 90 degrees to line up with second and first stages. Okay. That way we're not flying in space sideways. But we're bringing it down, chat. We're trying to track roughly 100 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it trying to track 100 kilometers? Maybe trying to track, sorry, 80? Maybe trying to track 80. No, it's 100. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's trying to track 100, trying to track 80. Goodness, English is hard, chat. You can probably bring that down even more so it doesn't have to do this so much. Uh-oh, it did not like that, chat. Yeah, just stay there. Just stay there. And shut down. 103 by 71. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, chat? I forgot to separate the interstage. There we go. Got to separate the interstage. Okay. Awesome. Well, from there, I think we're just going to go ahead and separate. Have the station, or sorry, have the capsule do the rest of the rendezvous to the station, and we'll go from there. Actually, you know what? Let's get it. Let's use this to do one more orbital maneuver, just because we can, really. Yeah, we should probably bring our apoapsis down. Well, let's go ahead and do one orbit here. Because it should allow us to catch up to the station pretty quickly, I think. Yep. Okay, we're good. We actually don't have to do an ohms burn. So because of that, we will say this was a good orbital insertion into our parking orbit. And we're going to go ahead and undock. Yep, that's just going to go bye-bye. And deorbit. I don't think I turned SAS on, so I think it's tumbling right now. That's fun. That's good. What's up, RJ? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. The birthday massacre? This one? Or the last one? How are you doing, by the way, Houston? There it goes. All right, this is looking good. Let's go ahead and extend. Go ahead and unlock the RCS here. Okay. All right, chat. And with that, the previous one now? Yeah, okay. Set as our target, and let's see just what we have to do to catch up to the station. Should just be a couple more orbits and we're there. One more orbit. Ooh, look at that. All right, so at that point, we're gonna be 10 kilometers. So I think what we need to maybe do here is let's actually burn prograde. Okay, there we go. All right, all the RCS works. That's awesome. There we go. Turn off capsule. Turn off capsule torque. There we go. Once we get up to periapsis, we can bridge the gap between apoapsis and periapsis here, because that's going to be 103 by 109. Warp around. We'll aim prograde, burn a little bit. All right. Did I or did I not turn those off? Maybe they are off. Nope, they're not. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's do a little burn here. Actually, we need to go prograde, don't we? Bring that apoapsis to 109-ish. Okay. We're gonna be within 11 kilometers. Oh, that seems pretty close. Yep, no big deal. Yep, 109. Okay, good. So it looks like we might pass just a little bit. Let's actually get into our target mode. There we go. And we'll time warp until we get kind of close to it. We're also a half a degree off in inclination, so that's good to know as well. How many Kerbals? 4? It'll be able to fit 4. We're gonna have 64. Okay, so we definitely need to go this way and start slowing down. Is that the right delta V? Somehow I don't feel like it is. 428, that's really it with a Terrier? I could have sworn that we did this calculation before and it had like 800. I had like double that. Whatever. Trying to figure out where is my... Okay, there it is. Bring that down. There we go. 600 meters, chat. $300 meters, 100 meters, 154. All right, that seems good. 138 is about as close as we're going to get this way. There we go. Inclination change was pretty much done with that minute burn. Awesome. Good. 100 meters. Well, 138 meters at our closest approach. At 17 meters per second, that's super doable. How much monoprop do we have out of that burn? I'm trying to gauge how much monoprop we actually have in our system. I think that's pretty good. We haven't even used that, and we also have some in our capsule that's in for reserves for after we do capsule separation. We're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and time warp around here. There's the capstone station module. You can see the thrusters there. I like it. We have a common docking interface, so we can do both small and large docking ports. You're back from California. How'd it go? Did you miss anything? No, not much here. We're making good progress in our integrated Munar architecture. How'd it go with you? That's the real question. I want to see what this is real quick. I know we don't have a lot of time here, but got to see the building and testing satellites in real life. Awesome. By next week, hell yeah. Best of luck to that. Is this what we just sent? No, I don't think it is. We definitely don't need this here. Let's go ahead and make sure this is deorbited. There we go. Sierra Nevada or Sierra Space? Sierra Space is technically a subsidiary now, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we're looking pretty good, chat. 58 seconds to 198. Our closing, I wish it would tell you your closing velocity, but 17 meters per second, there we go. So yeah, that's Sierra Space. It's Sierra Nevada, but I think it's technically now an official subsidiary. I believe. Here in Louisville, by the way, Louisville, Colorado. There we go. 24 meters, chat. So we'll just hang tight there. And we can probably shut down our engine. We won't shut it down in case there's an emergency here on approach, but we should be good. Oh, that actually looks really clean, doesn't it, chat? I actually really like how this turned out. Hey. Okay. Again, we're going to get into a nice locked mode, where we align ourselves with the axes here. Pretty slick. Trying to lock ourselves in somewhere right about there. Not bad. There we go. Okay, there we go. Just easy does it, chat. Pretty much on point. And we have capture. Not bad, chat. Heck yeah. All right, well, that's a pretty successful mission, chat. So smooth. Well, thank you. Yes, indeed. I like it. High five, chat. 2 for 2 today. 2 for 2. Okay, well, that should bring us over the required time for us to do our launch vehicle investigation for our other vehicle. So now we have to time warp 12 days to account for pad turnaround time, and then we can launch another Munar lander attempt. I think that's what we're gonna do, chat. So leave that up there. That's gotta stay up there for at least 6 days, at least 6 Kerbin days. That's a week. It's a week in Kerbal. I think Kerbal goes basically 6 hours, 6 days in a week, and then there's like 48 or something like that weeks in a year, whatever that number comes out to be. Or is it 12 days in a week? I think it's 6. I think it's 6 days in a week. And then each month has like between 4 and 5 weeks, and then yeah, so you can. There's a whole blog post on that somewhere on the interwebs. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, chat, let's make these design decision choices. Turn off lights and rotate. Oh, that was weird. Okay, and that should be the same for all of them. That is good. Oh, that's right, I can't rotate the capsule, chat. So silly of me because of this. because of this. Okay, I mean, that's not the biggest deal, I guess. Actually, can I just rotate this? I can. Oh my goodness, chat. Actually. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I was really hopeful for a second there. I was really hopeful for a second there. It's these that I want to rotate. What are they connected to? They're connected to here. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Yep. They're not connected to either fairing, really? What a bummer, chat. What a bummer. Oh, God. Okay. Because I could rotate this, but I don't want to because the tower's got to reach it, so. Eh. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. That's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Just something I did not quite foresee, chat. I mean, I could actually have it go into orbit 90 degrees offset. Maybe that's just what we do. Because the capsule, it just won't look right necessarily because the engines on the second stage will be different. Because we could have target roll there. So if this is now between 0 and 180. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, you know what? Let's just. Oop. We actually don't need any of that. We actually should not need any of this. Just have it be up here. Set to 90 degrees. Ah, that's 90 degrees inclination. Ooh. Well, wouldn't that have been interesting, chat? We would have been doing the polar mission that SpaceX is about to do. Yeah, that's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. Yep, that's fine. That could have been embarrassing. Target roll, that's what we want. 90. Put that to 90. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And then this we don't actually need. Yeah, this we should not actually even need. Okay. Just for my sanity, chat, I'm gonna launch this again. Because I want to make sure that that change works. It should be fine. It shouldn't change anything other than just the orientation of the vehicle as it goes into orbit. But I didn't want to make that quick one change, you know? And then not be surprised next time when it doesn't work. That's what I really want to not have happen. Come on, KSP, you can do it. I believe in you. Thank you. Jeb, you're gonna hang in there for the ride. That's fine, whatever. Looks good. Vehicles away and clear the tower. Go for roll. Yeah, see, now it'll basically roll 90, which will make this look weird, but it'll make the capsule be in alignment. So Throttling down. I wonder if this thing can handle time warp. Let's see, yeah? I just want to get to, yeah, maybe we'll just stop at 3. Yeah, I just want to see it go through separation here. Like I said, this in a perfect world should not change anything. But we'll see. Yeah, no, I'm not controlling this, no. This is all Python. That's what I was saying. Everything up through second engine cutoff, SECO, once the second stage shuts down for the first time, that's all autonomous. I have no control. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it doesn't want to separate, chat. Up there it goes. Woo! And look at that, the capsule's upright. The capsule is kind of like facing the right direction. Nice. See, entering first control loop. Python's running in the background and controlling this, trying to match our desired orbital inclination and whatnot. And desired apoapsis, trying to track 100 kilometers. So it's targeting -40 to try and bring that down. But yeah, pretty good. It makes you nervous? Me too, but isn't it just the Kerbal way? It's just the Kerbal way, that's all it is. It's special. All right, it's special. All right, so I'm glad that that change seemed to be absolutely fine, so that's good. Okay, save it. And make sure, I thought we changed this. Light emission off, thank you. Yes, thank you, save, good. And for the 100th time, please stay locked. Yes, locked mode would be great if you would do that. I don't think you are. But anyways, save. It's not gonna work, but anyways. Okay, let's go ahead and load up the big boy, chat. But for the big boy, we have the Maxerva 1 extended fairing flight ready. 709 parts, baby. Carrying a 32 metric ton payload into medium Kerbin orbit, set for transition to Munar insertion orbit. That's the goal here. This is going to be take 2. This will be a running, this is basically going to be a test flight for this right here. That's what this is going to be, a test flight. And this one here for the first Kerbal landing. We got to start doing contracts again. We're losing money. I mean, we still have 3.8 mil, but we also started this stream off with like 4.2 mil, I thought. So, you know, a few launches of this at 200,000 Kerbucks a pop, you know, is expensive. All right. This is set to control_point. Vessel name Minerva, priority 20. That should be correct. Okay. Okay. We already made the correction here. That looks good. Save it. Check staging. Save it. Let's get our flight log out. That, by the way, was a complete success. So this will be this one right here. It'll be Maxerva 4 flight test. This is actually going to be the first. No, we'll call this flight test 4. This is still going to be a flight test. This is going to be DML 1. Maxerva extended fairing configuration. Maxerva 1 extended LP1 dataless M. DML 1. 31.1 metric tons. 190,356 Kerbucks. This is going to be Maxerva 5 and, or sorry, MER 5 and MER 6. And I am terrified, chat. I hope this works. Let's see, before we do this, it is coming up. Yeah, it is coming up on the 2nd hour of stream, chat. So before we get this mission underway, and hopefully to avoid all other ads before the end of this mission, hopefully that mission will be at the end of landing on the moon. I'm going to do another quick ad break since we have some downtime. I'm just going to be running through our mission log here and updating it, and then our flight software, making sure it looks good to go. So I'll see you guys back here after a quick break. That should be on Twitch side and happening right about meow. All right, so this is going to be DML 1, or Daedalus Munar Lander, mission number 1. It's going to be a flight qualification test for DML and the last flight qualification test for MX4. So first qual test flight of all right, I should say 1 of 2 DML. And this is going to be for 4 MX. There we go. That should all be good. That's good. That's all good. Oh boy. Well, let's see what's going to happen, chat. Save it. Make sure there's no Kerbals on board. That could have been bad. Save it. And let's put it out on the pad. Meanwhile, let's get our flight log running. Maxerva 1 loaded. We are going to want to take this thing into, we'll call it 100, maybe 110 even. That should all be fine, I think. Let's call this 0.8. That should all be good. Yep. Yep. I hope that's good. I hope that's fine. Okay. I hope that this is good. 24.3 times not yet. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Target inclination 0. Yep. 103. Not that that really matters. That looks fine. That all looks good. Okay. Twitch should be coming back here any second. All right, so we need to bring this up because we just launched it to 29. Turns out my SNC phone call on Friday is not with Sierra Space, but SNC proper. Gotcha, okay. And none of them positive? Well, why? Oh, that's right. We just passed year 1 at day 426, so we need to go to 423. There we go. Unless time warp to daylight. Oh, God. Stop it. Please do not tell me that broke anything. Okay. Air is fake, space is neat. Well, so it might still be for Sierra Space. I don't know how they necessarily handle that, because I'm pretty sure Sierra Space is like, at least I think it's a subsidiary, but I don't know how they handle that. Like, so maybe SNC still does the hiring. You know what I mean? Like maybe Sierra Space is actually only like a department or something. I'm not sure. But I wouldn't count it out yet. And hey, you know, the worst thing that happens is you get the job and you can say, eh, it's not for me. All right, all looks good. All right. Make sure I did that, updated that. ARV should have been on 21. It was okay. Yeah, I got you, Toaster, 100%. Ah, Sparks is where the position is located. Gotcha. So is that the airplane systems then names? Think cash flow. That's true. That's 100% true. Okay. All right. Well, chat, I think there's nothing left to do but to hit the go button. We're going to be launching on year 2. Day 3 at 4:36, and we'll see what happens. Helicopter systems, nice, gotcha. Oh, I'm nervous, chat. I really want this one to succeed. Oh, goodness. I'm fading, chat. I'm fading. All right, make sure no Twitch ads. Yep, Twitch ads turned off. Good. Okay. Good. And what was I going to do? Check the time, T-minus 1 minute. All right, Rams, absolutely. Your streams help and also help me when it comes to KSP. Well, I'm so glad to hear that, Rams. Hell yeah. Good deal, good deal. Yep, I am nervous about this mission, chat, only because the last ones did not, or the last one rather, did not end well. This is actually going to be the return to flight. Let me actually put that in here. How did I do that before for the Minerva? I know I did that. Did I not? There we go. So I actually put it into the thing. Okay. So we're going to do that real quick. Okay, here we go, chat. Vehicles in startup. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lag. All right, and we're away, chat. Vehicle's away. All systems looking good. Vehicle has now cleared the tower and is go for row program. Vehicle is rolling. Doing a nice, swift 180-degree roll. Should really probably change that, but it's fine. We're good. Hit the launch button. That's right, Explorer. Okay. Vehicle's away. Everything is looking good. Chamber temperature, chamber pressure in all main engines nominal and within family. Okay. We are heading to the moon, chat. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. All right, let's go ahead and stand by here. We're going to get into, ideally, a locked mode. Perfect. We're going to come into here. And where do I want to aim? Probably aim here. Okay. Good. Vehicle's looking good, chat. Cool. Look at that time dilation though, chat. 1,000, 2,000, like 2 seconds. 2 seconds IRL to in-game time. 1,000, 2,000, 3, almost like 2.5 seconds actually. 700 parts here on this launch vehicle. Vehicle is looking good and approaching staging velocity here. Should have about another 40 seconds or so in the burn. Actually, does it tell us? 27 seconds? Okay, cool. 27 seconds. I know you don't choose the music, but I feel like as time flies by, Ty's music would be cool as it is a space theme to it, I feel like. Is that all? I'm not familiar with Ty's music. What is that? TY's music? This is just Pretzel Radio. I use it mainly because it makes sure to avoid any sort of copyright restrictions. I missed the chill KSP 2 music. Me too. Me too. All right, coming up on Miko, chat. Let's get into our interstage fairing camera. Please work. It's the artist, TY, Ty. Okay. Is that all copyright free? How great is that, chat? That never gets old, right? All right, looking for 100 kilometers altitude. And looking good. Nice Apollo camera, not bad, right? What are we aiming for? 110? Yeah, we're aiming for 110. What should I know before starting to make videos, if you have any advice? What kind of videos do you want to make? Like just gameplay videos? I mean, I would say start off really simple. Like very simple transitions are your friend until you get to the point where you kind of get your own style, if you will. Very simple transition, very simple sounds. But even I am pretty new to it, honestly, Speeder. So like maybe I'm not a veteran at video editing. I stream live, started off on Twitch, moved to streaming to YouTube, but I only occasionally do like edited YouTube videos. I do want to do more of them, but unfortunately I have a pretty demanding day job that kind of keeps me from doing that. Yeah, KSP videos. I would definitely say, you know, find perhaps KSP YouTubers that you really enjoy the content of and try to see kind of like what they use. But I think like starting off, just very, very simple transitions. Don't get anything too fancy until you like learn the software and kind of like learn what you like, right? And then go from there. It's always good, I think, as well to, especially if you're going to be doing, like if you're going to be doing sped up videos, like if you're trying to build like a rocket in KSP, right? Instead of like showing the entire build process, which could be, you know, 45 minutes or longer, depending on how intricate your vehicle is, like speed it up, right? Like do 4 times so people can see you build it, but you know, it takes only like 2 minutes instead of like 2 hours. And then also I think talking over it, I think really talking through things is something people want. I think that's why people like live streaming KSP and stuff. Or I should say, I think that's why people enjoy watching KSP content live, because you get the whole, you know, interaction, if you will. I definitely know for me, from my perspective, I like watching videos that actually have a person talking, giving content descriptions and whatnot about what they're doing in the game. So I think that can be pretty important. Again, depending on the type of video that you're looking to produce. We need a space politics game, something like Hearts of Iron, but with rockets. Believe it or not, there's kind of one like that. It's called Terra Invicta. We've played it here on stream before. I really like that game and want to bring that into the rotation once maybe my schedule allows me to like stream longer and play more. But yeah, Terra Invicta is probably the most realistic space policy game. The only hiccup is that it has aliens in it. But honestly, Terra Invicta is like a fantastic space policy game. It's like quite literally what would happen if the world started finding out aliens are looking to invade Earth. But it has, you know, you actually start off the game in 2023, the year, and you start off with like current technology in the game, and you have all of these different countries that you can be a part of, and it's a true space policy game. The most realistic that I absolutely really enjoy. There we go. We have successful apoapsis and parking orbit. 500 meters per second remaining in the upper stage, which we will use to kick this out on its way to the moon. What game is called Terra Invicta? Terra Invicta. There you go. So I'm new to PC KSP, and I noticed that your space doesn't have any stars, but mine has it everywhere. How do I get rid of it? Doesn't have any stars. Really? I feel like mine will once we get into the night side. You know, I haven't actually noticed that, Rams, believe it or not, because I'm using a oh gosh, what do you call it? A mod. I'm using a mod called Parallax that gives like the different shaders and whatnot that you see, like the Earth glow, the Kerbin glow, and things like that. So I actually am using a mod to change the visuals of KSP a little bit. So maybe that's how you can do it. Look at Parallax, and here's the entire list of mods that I do use. No part mods, just some utility mods. As soon as the bot puts it into chat for you, there you go. But yeah, it might be that. But I'm thinking once I get onto like the night side, you should be able to see stars, but we'll have to see. Ah, you're using Eve. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it kind of depends on that. Whatever visual graphics mod you might be using, you'll have a different skybox and like when it shows and whatnot. Start them off with normal mundane Earth policies and toss in some aliens, just like how Crisis became aliens halfway through the game. There you go. More orbital bombardment. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, so Terra Invicta. Quite literally, you start off with choosing a nation that you want to control. So you can control the United States, you can control like any European country. You can control any, like Russia. You can control China. Basically, all of the major powers in the modern world today, you can create, and you can start your own space program and dictate what that country does in terms of the larger space program. And you start off quite literally. I think the actual start date in the game is like September 23rd, 2023. And you actually start with like conventional rocket technology that we have now. And so over time, you have this massive, massive, massive tech tree where you can get into like nuclear space tugs and aerospikes. And you can then start getting into how do we build in space. And then once you build shipyards in space, you can start building like actual large defense spacecraft, so you can actually attack the aliens and stuff. Like it's pretty wild. It's actually a really good game, and I do want to get back into playing that because we played it for a while here, but a while ago. Let me see what you got. If humans were able to start mining asteroids very well and bringing those materials back to Earth, would Earth eventually get heavy enough to throw off the orbit because of its greater weight? I mean, it would have to be a lot, Attic. Like a lot, right? Like a lot. Have you looked up the mass of the Earth? I mean, I guess technically yes, if we wanted to put that mass all in one place. But the mass of the Earth is 10 to the 24th power. That's 10 with 24 zeros behind it. That is massive. Mass of an asteroid. Like, what's the typical mass of an asteroid? Some of the largest is 10 to the 20th. So maybe if we got something like Ceres, then yeah, but we're not moving anything that's 10 to the 20th power of mass in kilograms, right? No rocket is going to be able to do that. So, and you know, in terms of mining, we're not going to be able to mine that much stuff out of an asteroid all at one go. So like maybe if we put it all in like one place, you know, you can just imagine Earth, and then we just land constantly all of this asteroid material and create like another massive mountain that reaches to space, because it would take so much mass to do that. So quite, I mean, is it technically possible? Yes, it's technically possible to do that. Is it likely? No, absolutely not. That's way too much mass. It would take forever to do that. That's huge, yeah. Yo mama joke here. What's up, Hellfish? Yeah, exactly. What's happening? Is the sky crane on the moon yet? We are working on that now after our anomaly occurred on our last mission, so. Have I ever played a game called Eve? I have played a game called Eve. Oh, Captain Failure. Well, that just goes to show you how often I've played that game that we shall not speak of. Because I did not know that rule. Did not know that rule, sorry. Okay, my bad. Yeah, absolutely, space. Anytime, Rams. Oh yeah, and by the way, when you go into map view, now you can see the stars, right? So they're there. I just think my visual mod only shows them. Oh yeah, see? When I face the correct way, you can kind of see it. It's just like when I get close to Earth and the Earth shine and then get close to sun, right? It, like in real life, the stars get faded out because the light is too intense. Screws it up and has an enter into an uncontrolled fashion. Yeah, that would probably be more likely. Like if we were able to bring that much mass back on an asteroid, it would most likely be that it would just impact Earth because gravity from Earth would overpower any rocket systems that we have moving that mass around. Have you ever used ScanSat? I like it and wish it was updated. ScanSat? I have not, Joe. I have not. That's a mod, I assume. I have not used that. But it's great. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I want to stay away from the copyright stuff, which is why I use Pretzel Radio. Like, I know it's not the best, but you know what we got to do out here to stay away from all the copyright stuff. Yeah, let's we can switch it up though. We can let's do what's something like this sound like? What's something like this sound like? Yeah, there we go. We'll switch it up a little bit. For something like Armageddon to happen? Are you talking about just the asteroid hurtling towards Earth? Or are you talking about sending up Bruce Willis to mine an asteroid so we can get a nuclear bomb into the center of it to explode it? Which version of Armageddon are you talking about? Just the asteroid coming to impact Earth and we have to do something about it? Yeah. But sending up Bruce Willis to mine it? No, nope. There are much better ways to do things than that. But it makes for a great movie. Both. Yeah, so like, can that situation occur? Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why there's space policy surrounding that. But sending up Bruce Willis, no. We're not sending Bruce Willis up. Earth is just doomed. Yeah, I know, right? Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back. Copyrighted. All right, let's go ahead and get our moon insertion land here. Something like that. Yep. A mod to scan the planet's biomes and resources. It's good for satellites. I think I've seen somebody play that or play with that, but definitely a long time ago. It seems pretty cool, but yeah, no. I haven't played it myself. 844 will get 500 meters per second out of it. All right, let's go ahead and go into here before I forget to do this, chat. And let's go ahead and rename. There we go. All right, so this is going to be a lander 20. This is going to be DML 1. There we go. Now we should have it as lander DML 1. Perfect. Are we controlling from the right spot? We are. Oh, but we're on the opposite side of our orbit. That's why. Never mind. We're good. I was confused. I was like, why are we aiming retrograde? But it's because we're on the opposite side of our orbit right now. So we're good. Let me go ahead and lock these out. I always forget to do that, chat. That's my bad. But before we get any worse, let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Block out monoprop tanks on DML. Okay. Have you ever used ScanSat? I already got that. Okay, cool. Hey, welcome back, Charles. Points for no free return trajectory. Wait, what? Oh, negative points for no. This is a. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like you wanted me to actually do the whole free return. I mean, technically we could. We could very easily do that, but. All right, fine. Boom. There you go. Happy. Oh, 1,000. That's great. Let's try and get it to around 100. Not that much. Good enough. There you go. Free return trajectory. Boom. Not a capsule, so you apologize. Well, you know what? Apology accepted. At least you owned up to it. Can I get to Mars? You mean Duna? I'm sorry, but we're not there, man. We're working on it, but it's going to take a minute. Why not get RSS Reborn? RSS Reborn? What is that? Is that a mod? Real solar system? Oh, real solar system. RP1 RSS, is that what it is? Is RP1 the same as RSS? Sorry, I'm not a huge mod user, so I don't know all of them. Is there such a thing as surface tension in gases at very high velocities? For example, if a meteorite was accelerated to 1% of the speed of light and crashed into Venus, Earth, or Titan. Surface tension in gases? It's a good question. Because technically a gas is a fluid. It's not a liquid though. I mean, isn't surface tension just the bond that liquid, for example, has on wanting to stay grouped together and attached to itself, essentially? Does the gas have that? I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Technically, both a liquid and gas are fluids, so I'm not sure if that's a fluid property or if it's only a liquid property. Yeah, I'm not a chemist. I'm not certainly not 100% on that. RSS is harder to play. Oh, okay. I'm glad, Charles. Well, thank you. I'm glad you dig it. We will get to Mars. Well, Duna. We will get to Duna soon. And by soon, I mean it might take a month, but we'll get we'll get there. And then it'll be in the VODs forever. But yeah, Duner. I definitely want to get here. Duner is the goal. I mean, that's what we developed the entire ooh. I forgot the parallax makes Duna look so good. Look at that. Look at that shine, chat. But anyways, yeah, so like we developed our current program with the explicit goal of being a common system that can be used to get Kerbals to the moon, Minmus, and Duna. Much like the Artemis program, right, is designed to basically be a test ground at the moon to get to Mars one day. So we have developed this current architecture to do something similar. Suna. Yeah, Suna. Very Suna. What's up, Thailand? How are you? Okay, well, let's go ahead and time warp. We're only going to be able to do a portion of this burn, I guess I should say. So, you know, I might want to actually burn even just a little soon, but we'll see. Well, we'll make it happen. No matter what, we have plenty of delta V. Like, I think our lander has like 3 kilometers per second of delta V because over-engineering is best engineering. And I accidentally timed warp beyond. It's whatever. Well, it's not gonna be perfect. Oh well, we'll make it work. Yeah, we'll just burn this stage pretty much gone. Oh, let's see what you got. Get RSS reborn. It overhauls all planets with high-res textures. Does it change the actual planets, though? Or does it keep all the stock planets? It just makes it look awesome. I'll keep that up and I'll check it out. But I don't like playing with mods that change the game drastically, only because I like the idea of any viewer being able to essentially load up the stock game and do exactly what I do. Because all of my vehicles are going to go up on Kerbalex and that sort of stuff, so I want them to be able to just download it and be like, all right, I can do exactly what Rocket Guy does. That's the idea anyways, just be able to not have the game change too much. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and separate. And we'll go ahead and back that away. There we go. Let's go ahead and control from here. There we go. And let's go ahead and turn on all of our RCS. There we go. Okay. So now we need to aim prograde pretty much like right here until we get some sort of intercept. There we go. There we go. Whew. All right, cool. We're on our way, chat. 3 kilometers of Delta V. 3 kilometers per second of Delta V, I should say. All right. It changes the progression in career. Oh, okay, okay. So it makes them look like real solar system. Ah, interesting. Oh, stop it. Okay, where are we at? We have a free return trajectory. We're at 608. That's probably good enough. We'll do a mid-course correction here because I don't actually want to go that far, but we'll see. Oh, 245, that was how much? Oh, I appreciate it. Yep, all good. All good. Now we'll flip around here and do a little correction burn because I don't want to actually go that high on the moon if we can kind of help it. So let's actually focus view and see, is that going to bring it in? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Seems good. Bring it in. I'd like to get around to like 154. Little RCS control. 154. Perfect number, chat. How about that? All right, and we're away. 154, you say? Yep, 154. Tis the number. Tis the place to be. All right. Looking grand. Let's go ahead and make sure we are good. I think we most certainly are. Go ahead and keep that up. We have plenty of electrical charge. Yep. You know what I should do? I should add a fuel cell to this thing. We have plenty of electrical charge to get there, and I think these have alternators, right? Do they not have alternators? Maybe they don't have alternators, but we should have plenty of electrical charge. So I'm not too nervous here. And we also have a couple solar panels on here that we can utilize if we must. Yep, there we go. Do I actually not have any electrical charge generation? I could have sworn that I did somewhere. Well, let's make a note. Add electric charge generation. There we go. Oh, let's not do that. There we go. Cool. All right, not bad, chat. Let's coast. Yeah, got plenty of electrical charge. We got comm still, that's good. Continue warping. Just trying to make sure we don't lose that electrical charge. It actually wouldn't be a bad test just to make sure we are actually not going to use any. I want to see how fast it depletes. Yeah, so just a couple hours of time warp, it's not great, so that's what I wanted to check out. Okay. Good to know. We're learning, chat. We're learning. Every flight test we learn a little bit, right? Okay. Once we get down to periapsis, I wonder actually where is, let's actually focus on the moon. Where are we going to land? Yeah, we are going to land here. Concept CLS Munar Lander V3 probe. Well, that's that is it. I guess I forgot to rename it, but that is where we want to land, in that crater. So let's see. We're definitely at an inclination disadvantage. We're about 20 degrees off, 17 degrees off. So what is it going to take to like capture here? Yeah, no matter what, we're not going to really be able to do our inclination change. So let's see. How do I... Yeah. Bring that back down to 0. Okay. Yep, I just want to capture and circularize. Okay, seems fine. We'll make that work. Cool. So we have another hour. And this is good because we should allow... we might actually have to wait one orbit before we actually get into our landing configuration. That's okay. Not a problem. Nice. We're getting there. We'll go ahead and stop right there. Okay. Now we wait, chat. We wait for it to come around for the perfect orbital maneuver. 28-second burn coming up in 3 minutes, ideally. Okay. So let's go ahead and time warp to the actual suite. Make sure we get lined up again. "41 seconds. Got plenty of monoprop still as well. Go ahead and settle the tanks. And we'll start the burn. 26 seconds. There we go. There we go. Cool. All right, looking good. OBS, really? I just looked at it because I saw it go for a second, but I thought anyways, welcome back. Yes. I don't know what's going on with the interwebs tonight, but it is all over the place, isn't it? All right. All right, well, we have a good capture here. Now we got to do an inclination change of about 20 degrees. Not quite 20. 178. There we go. Something like that should bring us right over the top of it. And you know what? We're just gonna... Ooh, do we want to... No, we do not want to. We do not want to do that. 2 streams in 1 day. YouTube was fine? I know. I don't know why. Twitch died. Thank goodness for redundant dissimilar architecture. That's right, Paul. That's right. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know why, but... I don't know why YouTube is good and Twitch is not. Maybe it's Twitch ingest servers and not OBS. I have no idea, but I don't know. I wish I knew. Okay, so we're going to do that inclination change. That seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and get set up on the maneuver node. It would finally work correctly. Yeah, something like that, perhaps. Perhaps so. Okay, looking good. Just going to get lined up here. Do this. I think it's like a 16.2 or 16.8 degree inclination change. There we go. Looks good. Go ahead and time warp. Gonna be a 13-second burn. Hey, look at that, chat. Not bad. There we go. Let's go ahead and time warp to get this maneuver done. Right about there. Okay, maneuver has begun. So this should clean up our orbit, so that way we change our inclination to come right over the desired landing zone. Yep, that seems pretty good. We might have to make a slight maneuver adjustment here in the near future, because we're going to basically be going around the moon once before we get into our landing configuration. But that should just about get us there. So let's go ahead and time warp around and see where that leaves us. That's our target. And we want to land during daylight. All right, one more and we should be good. Or you know what, maybe like 5 more. Just realized we're very close to running out of electrical charge. And that would be most unfortunate. Actually, they should just all hibernate. Actually, that one can stay. But this one should definitely. And this should hibernate and warp. Okay, that brings it down some. All right. Trying to figure out which way do I need to point. Essentially need to point relative to the ground. Solar panels. Whew. Go ahead and see what happens here. Okay, we're not power positive yet. We are now. All right, there we go, chat. That could have been disastrous. Hopefully we'll get the electrical charge necessary to land. that could have been disastrous. All right. Might have to go around in orbit just so we get electrical charge back. Maybe not. We might be okay. No, I'd like to be full. I would like to be full of electrical charge for this landing. Although, you know, we have so much Delta V, we could actually just still do it and just fall the 100 kilometer, 150 kilometers straight down to the surface. Let's go ahead and go one more time around here, chat. There we go. All right, we'll start from here. All right. Whew, saved, chat. Saved. Could have been bad. I'm glad I noticed that. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a slight inclination change. Just to make sure that we come over the top of it here. Okay. There we go, something like that. Nice. All right. Good. Good. So 85 meters per second delta V for this burn. Coming up in about 58 seconds. There we go. 18 seconds. Go ahead and settle the tanks. And shut down. That should pretty much get it. Pretty much get us there. Okay. Well, let's just aim towards the sun for the little bit of time that we have remaining. Perfect. We'll time warp to around here. Okay. Nice. Now we are coming in for a landing, chat. Go ahead and slow it down some more here. Okay. Time warp some more. Got plenty of Delta V, chat. Because remember, this thing is technically empty of payload and is designed to at least carry like 10 metric tons down to the surface. So, yeah, we're flying very light right now. We have two tiny little rovers that are like 1 ton apiece. There's our target. And we'll start our burn here. Just to slow us down. looking good. Looking super good. Okay. Looking pretty good. Yep, we want to line that up as best as we can. Okay. And we'll just chill here. Now that we're kind of overshooting it a little bit, now we should just be able to fall straight down. Okay, and now that we're doing that, let's go ahead and control. Aim at a different control point. Make sure I'm locked in on the correct way that it should be controlled. Yep, we're good. There we go. Taking it nice and easy, chat. Nice and slow. Okay. There's our landing zone. Go ahead and deploy the landing gear. Oh, I'm so sorry. Bring that back. What should that actually be? That should be a stage? That's truly a stage? No. Engage? Wait. Okay. So I don't have it actually. Okay, stand by. We have to arrest our fall here for a second. There we go, chat. Landing legs deployed. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it, chat. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty slick. Oh, that was super clean. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Yep. Pretty happy with that, chat. Let's go ahead and shut down. Okay, well, let's go ahead and F5 here. As we all know, we should be able to undock our 2 rovers. Oh, one of them broke their gear, but everything else I think is fine. Oh, that one broke 2 of them. Why did that one break 2 of them? What the heck, chat? Oh well, we got one good rover up to the surface. Is it because they're too rigid or something? What happened? Oh, my bad. Yeah, that would be something. Got it. Yep, got it. Understood. Understood. Phew. Yeah. What was the control point change? I would have flown it down the original control point. I just did it because I like being able to, I don't know, it's just my preference. I have a control point going this way along this axis of the vehicle, so that way you're kind of flying it like an airplane, right? Like forward, pitch up, and pitch down, instead of flying it kind of like a lander where up is, or where forward is technically up, right? Just preference for that. Skirt. Uh-oh. This is fine. It's magic, chat. Wheelie. These rovers are fun. Drift do. On to the Munar regolith, chat. All right. I can't believe this one actually broke its landing gear. We'll have to see just how. Probably because these are also super stiff. Yeah. That should not be. All right. Yeah, it can still function relatively well, despite not having any front control on the right. Actually, yeah, it's actually still not bad. And then, of course, the SAS really helps. I'm pretty happy with this. And then it can always get around by tumbling, chat, you know how it is. You don't know how rovers tumble around the moon to be able to get places? Yeah. Totally a known thing. As we get into some breakdancing. Don't say it, chat. I know what you're thinking. Don't say it. Impressive. Don't you say the word. Don't you say the name. So yeah, we now have proof of concept of the lander, and then also delivered some additional excursion bots here. It's actually pretty good. One big happy family, chat. Look at that. One big happy family. Something Olympics. I told you not to say it. One big happy family. Cool. Well, I'm pretty happy with this, chat. So what do we do now? Is it time to just... Oh, we gotta finish the CEV mission. How long has this mission been in duration for? Let me go back to the lander real quick. How long has this mission been up? 2 days? We have 4 more days before we can get the capsule back. We should do that, and then we'll probably call it a night. Let's go tracking station. Not too shabby. I like that lander. That lander is really easy to fly and very capable. Like, it should be able to get down 10 metric tons to the surface, which is perfect. I wonder if we should, you know what we need to develop for it still and actually use it and test it and launch it before we even send Kerbals up, is what's the actual ascent module going to look like? So we just tested the lander portion, but we got to test the ascent module. And I think the ascent module can be really simple. Yeah, I think it will be really simple actually. But that's probably a mission for Friday. But let's get back into it. I need to time warp until we said that we were going to fly this mission here, which launched on 4/16 for at least 6 days. 4/16. Oh, we're already past that. 4/22. Yeah, we're already past that. We can bring them home now. That's great. So Capstone Station fly. Yeah, so we can already take care of that. That's actually fantastic. Alrighty then. Look at that. Look at that pretty station and 2 modules there. All right. Go ahead and undock. And we are go for departure burn 1. Departure burn 1 complete. And we are go for departure burn number 2. Cool. All right, let's get the capsule home. This will be really big because I need to figure out how to fly this thing in order to make it land back near KSC so we can recover it. Hopefully the trajectories mod will be helpful, but I guess we'll have to see, chat. So we have 402 meters per second of delta V remaining. Good. And so we're going to do our deorbit burn probably right around here. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and time warp. And we're going to do a little bit on a steeper side, like right here as like a mile marker, and see what that kind of gives us. The orbit burn has begun. Okay, looking good. We're going to shut it down there. And then it's time to say goodbye. The service module. Oh, wow, that just really, really jettisoned us. Good to know. Where does that bring us? Not too bad. Let's go ahead and clean this up with a little RCS control. Oh, right. For a second, I was like, why can't I move? Because I don't have any rear-facing RCS. Only nose. Just like the Dragon capsule, essentially. Okay. Probably good enough for now. Let's go ahead and prepare for entry. So much fuel wasted? Yeah, I know, but that's because it's meant to go to the moon and we were just testing it in low Kerbin orbit. Don't worry. We won't waste it in the future. All right, there we go. Hey, Jewel. Yeah, what's up, Zimb? Doing pretty good. How are you doing? And why no RSS, Dave? Only because I like to, I want people that watch my content and that can download my craft off of KerbалX, be able to use it in their save. So I like to stick to pretty much the stock game. I use a few mods here and there for quality of life and some visual improvements, but nothing that changes the game drastically. All right, let's go ahead and time warp to atmospheric interface. There it goes. And ideally, we do actually land right there. That would be fantastic, but we'll have to see. I would like to try it out one time, though. Because it does look really cool. It definitely looks like it makes you think a heck of a lot more, as it should. That doesn't... There's nothing there yet. Okay, cool. Just making sure. But yeah, if we actually hit that X marks the spot, that'd be pretty good. How's the missions going? Pretty fantastic tonight, actually. We've had success after success after success. I don't think we've had a an anomaly yet. Question mark. You know, fingers crossed and all that jazz. I know it's a noob question, but I don't know what I've heard. If I've heard your opinion, do they come back on Starliner? I think so. All right, looks like we came in a little bit. That's actually not bad. Ooh, getting hot, chat. It's pretty naturally stable though. I don't have SAS on, so that's nice. That's the service module. Yeah, it's the service module up there. Shooting star. But yeah. Yeah, I think I don't see... I'd honestly be surprised that they don't bring them back on Starliner. Like, if they don't bring them back on Starliner, something is definitely very wrong. Right. Because bringing them back on, like, Crew Dragon and, like, a 2 up, 4 down is also pretty risky. Risky from schedule standpoint, risky from operation standpoint. But then, of course, you have to balance the risks of just that in comparison to the risks of whatever Starliner gives you. So, yeah, it's definitely a delicate balance, but I'm really hopeful that Starliner is not so egregious in terms of its risk output in comparison to bumping 2 crew members off of Crew 9 and then increasing the stay of that mission for Starliner even longer and all that sort of stuff. So that'd be gross. What? Whatever. Did you not see me change? Sorry, that was supposed to happen. Our little aerodynamic cover for the parachutes was supposed to deploy, but... Hey, what's up, Elb? How are you? Don't forget the parachutes. No, I'm not forgetting the parachutes. We're all good. I like to deploy them low just because they, you know, it takes a while for the capsule to slow down. Or it takes a while for the capsule to hit the water. Not hit the water, land safely. Okay, poor choice of words. Yeah, exactly. I'd really would love to, of course. Are we really not going slow enough for that to drop? Okay, well, I guess now we know, chat. But yeah, I'd really love to have Boeing engineers and whatnot in the next call. I don't know why we haven't been able to talk to Boeing reps and engineers, program representatives. That's been really unfortunate. I know it takes a while, but I'm just surprised that the heat shield, I mean, I know it's like a disc, right? It's a big flat disc. and that definitely creates a lot of drag. But I definitely thought under parachute, with this also being a pretty flat bottom, creating drag, that the heat shield being as heavy it was with only 700, with 720 ablator left, would have been would have had the higher ballistic coefficient. But so be it. You really think they're gonna make it with Starliner? Oh yeah, 100%. I'd like to think so anyways. I have no reason to doubt them. I know they're having problems, but I don't foresee the problems that they're having as being like stop the whole program, you know? All right, looking good, chat. And splash. Nice. And how far away are we from land? 17, 20 kilometers. Is that within my rule set for recovery? Let me check. We have rules on if I can recover this capsule or not. How far? How far? I don't remember. I was thinking it was like 35 kilometers. 30 kilometers of site centers in water. And so we are within 28.5 kilometers. So that's a good big old recovery, chat. Nailing all the missions. Not bad, right? Not too shabby. So what do we have to do next, chat? Oh yeah, and that's going to be a big success. I should go ahead and do that as well while we're talking about it, or while we're thinking about it. That was a complete success. That was a complete success. Yeah. Yeah. So let me bring up the DML. What's the mod called that shows the trajectory with arrow braking? It's called trajectories. It's quite literally called trajectories. You can see the mods list here to confirm. Trajectories, yep. So let me go into extended fairing. My pleasure. And then in here, we needed lockout monoprop tanks, add electrical charge generation. Heck, no, stop it. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, and let me also, while I'm thinking about it, command, that's going to just be always on hibernation. That's also going to be always on hibernation. Yes, that, and that's going to be on hibernation. Okay. So that should be good. And now we just need some electrical charge. Let's go ahead and save that. Let me actually go ahead and go to switch editor. I wish EJ would dig into mods more the last week. Oh yeah, like well, he's kind of doing that now. Wind Tunnel was pretty awesome. I can't wait to start getting back into developing systems with Wind Tunnel. That's gonna be pretty fun. But EJ's kind of modding now. He's actually building his own mods. All right, that seems all good there. And now we need electrical charge generation. So how are we gonna do that, Chad? Probably just some solar panels, right? What do we do with that? What kind of solar panels? Do we do some of the retractable ones? Wind Tunnel is a great tool, 100%, yeah. That seems good. Like, we could just do static and put them like across the vehicle here. Or what would it even look like if we had the big guys? Not gonna lie, that kind of feels like a cop-out. This is gonna be too big though. As much as I really wish we could use some of these. Tis not right. Tis not right. Like, that'd be pretty awesome to have on the moon. But how do we make that work? Because it totally reminds me of the Dynetics lander with that large deployable. I mean, maybe we can fashion it. Because it kind of fits into that. What is up with all this music with words? I swear, I turned off all... it should just be ambient only. Pretzel Radio, you're really failing me right now. Try something a little bit different. Like maybe this. Some of this. Some of this for now. Do you watch BPS Space on YouTube? I do. Mainly their shorts, but I definitely know. What to use, chat? We could do this, but again, that's not great. None of these are superb, unfortunately, in my opinion. Retractable ones. How do we make it blend, chat? How do we make it blend? That is the question, always. Solar power generation. What a concept, right? Yeah, it's gonna be too big. I wish we had something like this, but without the box. Like, that'd be really... No, not like that. Like this one, but without the box. I think that'd be really nice to have. Like, why's it gotta have the box? Doesn't make any sense, chat. What's in the box? Chat. What's in the box? Because that looks pretty slick, but then when you open it and you see that and you're just like, ugh. Ugh. What is that? You know? And then I don't mind that, but at the same time, it doesn't fit the form factor. Hey, what's up, Chief? How are you doing? Like, I definitely like the idea of having that deployed on the moon. Like I said, it reminds me of the Dynetics lander, right? It reminds me of this thing. See? With the deployables on the surface. Like that's, yeah, this guy. That's what it reminds me of. Hey, look, Kerbal. There you go. A lot of mass. Are they really? Only 0.13 tons. What you mean? How goes the build? Ready to log? We actually just finished the mission, Chief. We finished the first demo mission of this vehicle, and it went flawlessly for the second time. I wonder... Out of curiosity, what would happen? Okay, not those panels. They're slightly too big. Do these panels fit here? Why is that mirror mode? Stop it. I just want to see something, chat. Because, like, if we were to use that and then bring this around and then up. Because what I was thinking, right, is we could then do that and actually make it look structural on the inside or whatever. So we could actually gizmo the solar arrays down without having them to be up to that point, which just seems kind of obnoxious. I mean, I guess all things considering, it's not that bad. What do you think? I have a VOD to watch, indeed. Into solar panel placement, I like the fashion. Okay, I mean, like, look at this thing. It's so sleek. But then you have this just big honking box on top. It's like the other option, right, Chad, is we just go with the simple static solar arrays or solar panels and do something kind of like this. Right, but on like both sides and maybe even on the top. You know what? We're gonna go with the box. Because I think having it on the moon with that, I think is gonna be really slick. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, chat. There we go. And then when we go to extend that, get it just perfect. And then same with this one, make sure we're good there. Perfect. Save. Yeah, it'll be up on the moon like that. I like it. I like it. And that's good for polar missions as well on the moon. Okay, save it. Save it, save it, save it. You know what? We might as well, let me make this the root part. And take this off. Let's call this DML. Sorry, this is called the Daedalus M V2. Okay. Good. Okay. Seems good, chat. Well, it is past 11. I got work in the morning, so I am going to have to call it quits from there, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We will be back at it here on Friday, starting around 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, but that's going to have to do it. Got work in the morning, got to wake up early and all that jazz. So, yes, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, if I don't see you. And I hope to see you guys back here on Friday, because on Friday, we're going to probably develop the Ascent module to take Kerbals off of the surface of the moon, and probably then flight test that vehicle. And then once that's done, we have our entire Munar architecture figured out, like 100%. We have our entire Munar architecture figured out, and we'll actually be able to do our first Munar expedition. So that's the goal. Friday is the goal. But anyways, chat, I'm out. Have a wonderful Thursday. Have a good Friday if I don't see you, and we'll be back here in the flip-flop.